Gen Z is actually addicted to skincare. I see teenagers talking about preventative Botox, 20-year-olds hoarding anti-aging serums, and college kids building 10-step skincare routines as if they're studying for their finals. They want baby smooth skin forever, but spend hours tanning outside without reapplying sunscreen and smothering acid after acid on top of their faces until they have chemical burns. Make it make sense, guys. They're buying products because TikTok told them so, not because their skin actually needs it. And the worst part is all of this skincare is actually making their skin worse. And let me just make sure I mention that curiosity, of course, is very good. Taking care of your skin is also good, but obsession to this point, like being a skincare addict, hey man, I gotta get my retinol fixed, man, that's a problem. The misinformation is a serious problem. And all of these Gen Z people are under this crazy amount of pressure to do more and have more and buy more. It's insane. If your routine looks like a chemistry lab, if your bathroom shelf looks like a store display, and if your face stings most nights, then you don't have a skincare routine. You might be genuinely hurting your own skin without even realizing it. And also without even realizing, developing a very unhealthy mindset towards beauty. So you know you better buckle up. Let's dive deep, real deep, to the bottom of the ocean to find out why Gen Z is so addicted to skincare, how it started to become so dangerous, and why it might be completely destroying your skin. Before I hop in and get into all the dirty details about skincare, make sure you guys like this video and are also subscribed down below. You know I love you so much and I appreciate you being here. And if you're already subscribed, you're the best. Mwah. Kisses for my girlies. How people react when Gen Z starts using skincare that'll prevent the need for more invasive procedures later on.
Put that.
It's because there's never a need. There's no need for invasive procedures later on. There's no need for preventive anti-aging nonsense. We're supposed to age. We're supposed to look our age. Gen Z, and especially not Gen Alpha, who's like 12 years old. This Sephora thing, I don't think it's cute. I think it's deeply concerning. We need to be worried about like a lot of things going on in the world, like really bad things. I don't give a fuck if I have a wrinkle on my face when I'm 35. Sorry, I don't care. What the fuck?
No, it's the need. It's a necessity, guys. I'm doing this so I don't need to do all of those procedures later on. Girl, just admit it's a want. Wrinkles are a sign of life, beautiful life. These people are getting so completely obsessed over what they look like and what they're gonna look like in the future, they can't even enjoy the here and now. Girl, stop planning. Think about the here and now. What are we doing now? Are we doing drugs tonight? Like, let's keep it youthful. No, don't do drugs. No, don't do drugs, besties. It's never as fun as you might think it is. My mom passed at 45. She never even got to see wrinkles. I'm so excited for mine. Exactly. Yes, people are like, why did high schoolers look so old in the 80s? I wonder. Me getting caught buying more skincare products after I told everyone I was saving up. The worst is when they're like, it's called skin flooding. Don't forget to flood the skin with 30 products. It's so bad.
All right, what is skin flooding? Is it legit? How do you do it? Essentially, you're flooding the skin with hydration. You're utilizing everything in your power to get that skin super hydrated as much as possible.
Get out of my face. Get it out of my face. Where's the science? I want to see the real efficacy. What do you mean skin flooding? This is just some ploy to have me click in your Amazon link, buy a new Haru black water rice toner just so I can break out 30 more times. This skin is Caucasian. This is not Korean skin. My skin cannot handle the Korean products anymore, guys. I gave it one good go. It doesn't work for me. Guys, let's call it what it is, because I call them like I see them. Gen Z killed the 2010s full glam era on purpose. The heavy contour, matte lips, cake on foundation, it's over. It's done. Bring it back, girl. I have no place in this world anymore without it. Then the pandemic hit. Every single person stayed home. Makeup bags collected dust on the shelves. And the new flex became waking up on Zoom with just perfect, fantastic skin. After COVID, makeup just never felt the same. Especially when people were more and more comfortable with walking outside of the house without a full face of makeup on. With just like a skin tint and a lip oil. God, that's my nightmare. At first, it was completely practical. Masks caused acne, and the entire acne conversation online completely exploded. People had extra time, so people were researching what acids and retinoids were. Even the drugstore aisles improved. You could get a lot of great products just right down the street. K-beauty and dermatologist brands totally went mainstream. Minimal makeup plus dewy skin totally felt like a spa package after years of caking on that heavy makeup. I will admit that. It also felt like some form of control during a really scary time. When absolutely everything was chaos, at least you could choose your serum, moisturizer, and cleanser and have a great day doing your skincare. The ritual was soothing. It was all about self-care, and the ritual really helped you feel better at a time when everything felt really scary and confusing. Then, of course, like it always does, the market smelled blood. Once skincare replaced makeup as the main character, everything around it got more expensive and more dramatic. Basic moisturizers turned into barrier repair complexes in frosted glass. Simple cleansers got clinical packaging and a $38 price tag. Who could afford that?
You want to see something interesting? This stuff is flying off the shelves at Sephora. Let's find out why. First of all, look at this woman's 39-day skin transformation. You can definitely see the visible improvement in her fine lines, skin texture, and overall skin radiance. Crazy, right? Do you know what it is yet? I'm talking about this right here. Now, there's a lot of copies and dupes, but there's only one SK2 essence that delivers these unmatched results. I'm here in my car with no editing, no special effects, no filters. This is happening in real time, and it absorbs so fast and has a replenishing effect you can immediately feel. And they say you'll start seeing a visible improvement in your skin in just 3 days, so I have to ask you.
Did nothing for me. It was like putting water on my skin. I heard it's overpriced and there are a bunch of dupes. It's also $320. Yeah, no. $320 for a bunch of water? Get out of my face, K-Beauty. And to be fair, please don't let me knock your favorite product, because the reality is skincare is super personal. What works for me might not work for you. So please, I promise I'm just having a little fun with the girlies.
Guys, what the hell is in Korean skincare? Can someone tell me? 2 days ago, I started using Korean skincare because I was like, let me give this a shot. I don't feel hopeful about it, but I'm just gonna try it and see what happens. No, this is not an ad. I'm not getting paid. I just can't believe this. So someone told me to buy the Medicube cleansing oil and the face wash. The face wash is the zero foam cleanser, and also these pads. These are the zero pore pads. And then after I'm finished with all that, I have the Medicube PDRN pink peptide serum. I have no filter on.
Isn't the PDRN sperm? Yeah. Girl, you got salmon nut on you, girl.
It has been 2 days. My skin is brighter, clearer, my pores are smaller, my blackheads are literally disappearing, and I have like a couple other things on the way. I am on a roll with this, and I'm gonna run with it because I just can't get over it. I was even like, I'm not really gonna.
And if it's working, don't change it. Like, don't fix it. There's nothing to change. Just be so happy that it's working, because I tried it all. My skin just looked like, you know, really bad. Girls, scroll to her Get Unready With Me video. Her face has been perfect from the beginning. And that's on influencer marketing. And that's on Check My Like to Know It, to click the link and buy my product that I've never used. Just give me money. Money, 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 money. Then celebrity lines started launching weekly. Every brand promised a new proprietary peptide with a trademark name. Clean, non-toxic, microbiome safe, dermatologist tested. The same 4 words rotated on every single box.
And now Sierra just got one. Girl, I love you. But was this necessary? Hers is called On a Mission, and I love it. But when I think of Sierra, I don't think skincare, right? Are we just changing the game? Like before, everyone wanted to be like, you know, a beauty ambassador. Now you're just like, you know, grab your own bag, create your own skincare. But everybody? Like, I feel like there should be rules to this. Like, you cannot come out with a skincare line if you haven't really.
What do you know about skincare, Lauren Conrad? Are you a scientist? Sierra, are you a scientist? And I said this before about the whole road thing. There came a point where there was so much saturation in the celebrity brand market that eventually I got to a point where I was like, I'm kind of exhausted. Like, come up with a volleyball brand. Like, sell different balls. Like, ball is life. Do anything else. This is just boring. It is way too oversaturated, and I don't trust a single soul to actually fix my skin. Skin Better Science, though. Skin Better Science will be in my will. I will give everything I have to them. A little bit to my mom and dad, but the Skin Better Science, I owe my life. This wasn't an accident. Makeup has color and style seasons. Skincare needs a new story to justify a brand new bottle. So the industry started upgrading the story. Skincare became a trophy, like a status symbol. A top shelf stacked with tons of beautiful beige little bottles said, I care, I research, I invest. You weren't just washing your face anymore, you were building a full-blown collection. Influencers and celebrities truly pushed it over the edge. Bathroom shelfies started to look like boutiques, and all of the Get Ready With Me videos you'd see all over TikTok turned into these 10-step skincare routines. It was like a sermon. Unboxings, hauls, empties, monthly favorites. My god, I can't keep up. Me in bed all night. Monthly favorites, unboxings, Medicube, K-Beauty, skin flooding. And then I wake up in a cold sweat. I have a buying addiction. The content machine needed a consistent line of products to showcase. And all of that content back to back taught Gen Z one simple thing. If your skin isn't perfect yet, you're probably missing a step. Just add another bottle. Now, the algorithm loves a crisis. Social media didn't invent a skincare insecurity. It just put a megaphone on it and paid the loudest, most popular voices. Before and after thumbnails perform, the "I destroyed my skin so you don't have to" videos perform. "I tried XYZ for 30 days, that performs. At the same time, we have viewers comparing their mirrored reflection with a 4K video camera in a softbox and just automatically think they're broken or their skin's messed up. The algorithm continues to reward extremes. The calm, boring, relaxing reality just doesn't go viral, right? The crazy LED mask with layer upon layer of expensive skincare products, of course it does, because you're watching it as if you're watching some Liam Neeson action movie. You're getting pulled in over the same plot line 20 years in a row. Your feed gets filled with aggressive transformations, and young faces that just don't need harsh protocols just naturally start copying them. Not because they're dumb, but because the platform put those clips in front of them 40 times a day, every single day, and told them it's normal. I get pissed because at one point I was struggling with acne consistently. Horrible acne all the time. It was painful. I hated having bare skin out of the house. It just made me uncomfortable. So I went and I bought the K-Beauty. I bought the different products. I did the Ashley mix-in. I did all of the skincare things that everybody said was working for them. Little did I know they all had filler and Botox. Little did I know that they're going and getting microneedling sessions every week, hydrofacials. They're getting expensive treatments, and they probably don't use those products. I'm not saying anybody specifically, but it is so easy to get sold something when that girl that's like the Medicube is, she's so Botox she can barely move her face. Not to say there's anything wrong with that, but we all know from all of the Botox videos I make, you can go ahead and click one right here if you'd like to watch, that your skin completely changes when you use Botox. So how am I supposed to buy a product off of somebody that, one, might not even be using the product, and two, is surgically enhanced? Younger teens walked into fancy stores and saw clean girl influencers selling $40 cleansers and $50 serums. This is where this obsession got even worse. Your own skin became a project. Now you're getting Gen Z girlies memorizing ingredient lists and trying out dozens of products every month just to find the routine that is perfect for them. I'm saying I need a loan from the bank to try all of these products, you guys. Like, what do you mean? And because social media links directly to storefronts and Amazon affiliate pages, curiosity turned into stacking up your carts fast. You scroll, you watch, you tap, you buy, thinking that what some girl on the internet is saying might actually help you in your face. And let me be honest with you, it's never once helped me. POV, I invest so much money into skincare, I refuse to let the sun undo my progress. I'm getting pissed. I am getting pissed. Why don't we just enjoy the day, girl? Why don't we just go out on the paddleboard, have a White Claw, talk about boys, and then finish the night with the charcuterie board and a little bit of Grey's Anatomy? Stop doing all of this. Stop wasting your life being worried about the next 20 years when you should just have fun now. Like, you're not gonna remember, oh, I had a bag on my head the whole time because I didn't want the sun to touch. You're gonna remember that you played volleyball, or you went boating, or your dog did this funny thing, and you're gonna remember those things, not what you were doing to your skin and how you're preventing aging. When you look back, you want to remember all the good times, not the fact that you were trying to look ageless for the rest of your life. Are you okay? Addicted to skincare? Who uses all of that? If I put even 4 of those products on my face right now, I would get a chemical burn. Like, my skin is so into what it's been using for like 7 months, I can't. Are you an addict? Yeah. What is it you're addicted to? The skincares. Who would have thought it would be this dangerous, guys? Not the FENT. It's the skincare that's killing us. Let's think about this. Gen Z's access to skincare and all of this information is a plus, but it's also a trap. Good info exists. Great derms share it, and helpful creators exist. But social media flattens any nuance whatsoever. Retinoids are the gold standard. Turns into everyone should be using a retinol at 18. Exfoliation helps your skin texture. Can turn into make sure you exfoliate 3 times a day to fix your face. Sunscreen matters. Turns into you're irresponsible if you don't reapply your skincare and your sunscreen every 5 minutes on an outdoor walk with your dog. Balanced ideas start to get rewritten as rules. Ain't nobody gonna tell me what to do but me, girl. Not even the cops sometimes. It's another tale for another time. I remember I went to my grandma's birthday with my cousins, and I have these two cousins. They go outside, and they're about as Caucasian and white as I am. And anyway, they're outside for 2 minutes. They're rubbing each other down with sunscreen, and these are grown women, 35. What are we doing? It's grandma's birthday. Get in there, eat a brownie, and shut up. Stop doing all this.
Please do not believe everything you see on TikTok. I'm a technology journalist, and I report extensively on how TikTok and other platforms are reshaping our lives and our minds. Every single day, I see dozens and dozens of videos on my For You page that if you just scratch the surface a little bit, they're so clearly untrue. But every single person in the comments of these videos seems to believe it's true.
This is exactly it. Like, it takes nothing but a couple Google searches to realize that there's so much more to these topics that people randomly talk about. Like, we just don't know a lot, and we're trusting people that also don't know a lot. It's literally the blind leading the blind. Now, your skin on your face doesn't care about all of this back and forth discourse. It cares about dose and frequency and climate and your actual biology. A product that works on a 30-year-old with actual sun damage might actually destroy an 18-year-old's skin. A viral routine that glows in Los Angeles might actually suffocate someone in the Houston humidity. But nobody's gonna tell you that on TikTok, because how much information can you really get from a 1-minute video? And the sad thing is, Gen Z hates to be told to look a certain way, but then their TikTok feed tells them to start now or else it's too late. Are you really gonna believe a stranger on the internet? Not me though. You can trust me though, girl. Now, that's exactly why the idea of preventative Botox was trending for so long. Retinol became this rite of passage. Teenagers talked about collagen decline like they're 50. Girl, go to school. It's not because they're vain or because they think anybody over the age of 30 is a literal spawn of Satan. It's because these platforms started to pivot and make people feel like aging was a failure.
Gen Z is terrified of getting older, and I don't think that's going to end well for them. I just saw a comment on Tinks's TikTok where somebody told her she was too old to go to Coachella. Tinks is in her early 30s, I think. She's very young. I also saw a different comment from a Gen Z today where they said that they were scared to become a 35-year-old who dances to Kesha. Gen Z, please hear me. Your fear of aging and your fear of looking cringe is going to cripple you. You are setting yourself up for a very depressing life if you decide that it's all over at 30. You turn 30 and you still have 50 more years to live. Are you going to spend the majority of your life not dancing and not going to music festivals because you've decided that it's cringe to have fun over 30? I don't know why this is a generational thing for Gen Z, but please do not go through life this way. If you decide that you are old and dead at 30, you are going to be miserable. For what it's worth, I'm 30 and my life is way better now than it was when I was 25. Please enjoy your lives and stop being scared of the blessing that is aging.
This is exactly the facts. Number one, I think when people are talking about getting older, I think they haven't gone through the motions to even understand what that means. Like, a 15-year-old does think a 30-year-old is ancient because we're double their age. But as you go through life, as you go through all of the mistakes and the weird ups and downs of your 20s, all you end up realizing is that life continues to get better every year that you live on this earth. I just turned 28, and the first thing I said on my birthday is I have never been more successful and more hot than I am right now. That's on period. And then I clocked it to my mom. I clocked it to my friends. It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business with that comment. It just goes to show that we're nothing when we're babies. We're just learning every single day, and every day is a beautiful thing. And you can't throw your life away and feel like the world is done when you turn 28. I mean, I'm glad I passed 27. Like, that's a dangerous year for most. Your 30s are just your 20s with more money and better boundaries. Is this what they do these days? Yes, mama. I'm in my 30s. It's exactly like your 20s, but way better. Exactly.
Why are so many people afraid of aging, especially young people? It makes no sense, because I just saw a video of this girl who woke up from like sleeping or whatever, and she had all these like products and like masks that were like smushing her face together, I guess to prevent wrinkles, and then she did like a 20-step skincare routine, and all the captions just like, oh, I'm trying not to age. What? You're 16 years old. What are you talking about? You're like, what? And it's even worse when like 12 and...
What are you doing? Like, shouldn't you be like playing soccer? Like, what do other 16-year-olds do? Like, steal liquor from their parents? What are you doing worrying about skincare?
Board-certified dermatologist Dr. Brooke Jeffy. Skincare has become Gen Alpha's must-have trend. It's just not a toy, a piece of fashion, or a gaming system. The problem is that the skin is not just a wall you can throw anything at. It is an organ made of cells with a blood supply that participates in the immune system and communicates with other organs. Things we apply to the skin have consequences and can affect how it functions. Kids are storming Sephora to get products to fit in, not because they have any idea how they work or what can happen if things go wrong. Parents, you may not understand the intricacies of skin function, but at least steer your kids to brands made for kids that focus on maintaining healthy skin or addressing acne.
You're scrolling all over your For You page, watching all of these perfect, poreless baddies, and then you go in the school bathroom, you look at your face, and you're like, oh my god, I'm disgusting. And the industry didn't mind because anti-aging products sell so much more when you're actually terrified of getting old. Add the sun paradox? Oh my god, we're in for a freaking fiesta out here. A lot of young people still tan because tans look great on Instagram. The same account can post SPF every day on Monday and beach day on Saturday. That's why you got 20-somethings spending thousands on 10-step skincare routines but casually using sunbeds without understanding any of the repercussions. There have been studies, girl.
My daughter Mila told me that she went to Target yesterday with a friend and she goes, look what I bought, this mini Aquaphor. How cute is this? And I just thought, where have we come? And she goes, why don't you ever care about that? Why don't you ever care when I tell you like the scrub I purchased? And I'm like, Mila, because you don't need it. Look at your beautiful skin. You don't need it.
I think dermatologists are like, use retinol and stuff and these things. And the goal of most women over 25 is to have the skin that they had when they were the age of the kids.
Exactly.
You know, and so to think that these kids are thinking like, I have to keep doing all this skincare routine, and it can be harmful. Like all that stuff, all those acidic pieces that are in it, retinol, all that stuff.
Actually, y'all did a segment and I wrote down what to tell Mila she could not use. But it's also like, where are the Barbies? Where is the Nintendo? Like, it's so bizarre to me that like their playground is a drugstore. When we were little, we wanted to go to like Toys R Us and such.
We always like, it's the great mystery. How's this happening? But I wonder if we really like thought about it, if we could figure out why it's happening.
I think it's TikTok.
But they have to get TikTok.
No, because if my kids do not have TikTok and they're still into it, but their friends get the TikTok, which then
they show
leads it becomes part of the fabric of our culture.
I think you're right.
Skincare content has a built-in engine that makeup content never had. You can only buy so many eyeshadow palettes, but moisturizers can be emptied, serums can be panned. There's always a brand new holy grail on the market. Monthly favorites can be monthly forever. Hauls reward novelty. The audience learns to expect constant change, and creators have to keep feeding the beast. That rhythm is so great for sales, but terrible for consistency. Realizing skincare is clearing your bank account more than your skin. Say it with me. We're trying to buy a house. We are trying to buy a house. We're not trying to waste our monies, girl. You work way too hard. Stop buying BS products. Every time I stop my skincare, my skin clears up, and when I start it again, it starts breaking out. Maybe let's do the math. And okay, let's just say that there's another brand new celebrity skincare product. Of course, nobody wants to go out and buy something random that expensive. That's why you got all the great dupes to keep you covered. Dupes were supposed to fix the price problem. Can't afford a $78 serum? Here's a $12 serum. And honestly, sometimes that can be useful, but dupe culture just pushes more product. Whether that's in the skincare realm or fashion, doesn't matter. 10 cheap bottles instead of 2 expensive ones is still insane overconsumption. The bathroom shelf continues to grow. The routine still bloats like a fish out of water. And the signal to young viewers is still the same. Your face is a project, and the answer lies somewhere within another product that you can buy. And celebrity brands didn't explode because they're dramatically better. If anything, they're garbage. They exploded because fame plus distribution equals massive sales. And you know all of these celebrities are money-hungry animals. A famous face launches a simple line, calls it minimal, prices it mid-luxury, and sells it as a lifestyle. And you and me, we keep buying it up. Why do we keep doing this? And then 1,000 micro brands launch in the wake, each one with a hero ingredient and this deep story about how the founder couldn't find anything that worked, but thank God my own product is the best. Consumers then stand in the middle of a hurricane. If you're young, it's almost impossible to tell the difference between signal and noise. So then you just default to the people that you follow, hoping that you can actually trust them. Let's talk about the mess. The aesthetic of a perfect top shelf hides a lot of trash. Pump bottles that can't be recycled, glass jars that feel sustainable but aren't when you consider lids, inserts, and shipping weight, tiny minis that look cute in a flat lay but end up in a landfill tomorrow, refill pods that are 90% new plastic. Are we getting stupider? The industry told a story about clean, minimal, responsible beauty, but then built it on constant novelty and like single-use sample products. If you're 19 and feel very guilty about your empties bag, it's not on you. That's the system doing exactly what it was designed to do. Okay, now let's be honest. Let's get to the brass tacks because you know I like that. Millennials and Gen X aren't angels. They weren't saints ever. They baked in their tanning beds and they scrubbed with apricot pits. But they didn't start anti-aging programs in high school. They also didn't have front-facing cameras that analyzed their pores all day long. They didn't have shop buttons inside of their feeds. Their mistake was just ignorance. Gen Z's mistake is drowning in knowledge shaped by marketing. Neither is better, but the outcomes look significantly different. Gen Z didn't ruin skincare, they made it interesting. They pushed brands to improve formulas and packaging, they demanded better information, they stopped pretending that makeup can fix skin and tried to care for it instead. That's the good part. The bad part is the same old story. When something pure hits the market turns it into a contest. If your face feels like homework now, it's not because you did skincare wrong. It's because the culture made skincare a literal performance. Like, you're not just doing it to take care of yourself, you're doing it to show everyone what you're doing. This video is not asking you to throw away your routine or try something new. You know that's not what I'm about. It's just asking you to notice the water that you're swimming in. I have noticed very recently how much joy I get out of shopping, buying things for myself, and buying things for other people in my life. Now, it's not normal to get your dopamine from buying tons of products, and I think there is a definite weird thing going on in this pool of reality, in this social media skincare world. It's that people are becoming obsessed with buying the newer, better, greater, and best thing, and our skin is just not some sort of like thing that you play around with the way that you might play around with a new snack or have a, I don't know, buy a different backpack for this year's school year. I don't know. This obsession just didn't come out of nowhere. It was built, sold, and then streamlined. If you feel exhausted, that's completely normal from a system that never wants you to be done. It wants you to keep buying. Oh, the new glow recipe is in such a cute aesthetic bottle. I need to add it to my counter. No, you don't. Your money should go somewhere very important. You work very hard for your money. If your money is an allowance coming from your mom, you still worked hard for it. Don't let some company repackage some stupid BS and upsell it to you just for you to throw your money away on it and then want to repeat that same cycle tomorrow. Strip away all that noise and what you're left with is very simple. Your skin is a living thing that you can choose to take care of. We have the luxury of making time and having a little bit of extra money in our pocket to take care of our skin because we want to, and maybe it makes us feel good. But it doesn't need to be content. It doesn't need to be this thing that we spend all of our money on and then we have nothing left afterwards. It doesn't have to be a whole brand. It doesn't need to be a whole haul. It just has to be yours. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, please throw a big fat thumbs up and also comment down below. Have you guys been subject to some of this crazy Gen Z stuff, like where you're buying constant products trying to look better, but at the end of the day, your skin is breaking out? Because I'm right here, girl. I tried the 10-step skincare. It doesn't work for me. I tried the skincare flooding. Doesn't work for me. If you did enjoy today's video, you can go ahead and click here to find out why skincare consumption is absolutely destroying your face and leaving you with nothing. We're nothing but a scab at this point. The acids burned my face off. Or you guys can go ahead and click here to find out why everyone is starting to look the same. It's getting uncanny valley, and I think social media has a big part to play in it. You guys know I only make these videos because I love you and I truly want the best for you. I hope you have an amazing day or night or whenever you're watching, and I'll see you very soon.